welcome back to the program. We'll be welcoming our next guest here, who's here to discuss a rather hot topic, the burning of Washington. Everyone welcome our guest, a generic Washington local. Hot topic. You know our nation's capital is gone, right? You're just gonna make a joke out of this? Yeah, so tell us about that. What happened there? We're just gonna completely ignore that then, huh? So the British attacked on August 24th, 1814, huh? That's not what I said. And the Americans weren't ready for the attack. Well, no, the British were expecting an attack in Baltimore, so they reinforced that city instead of Washington. So since the Americans had already burned some British property, the Brits found it only just to burn some American property. I could say anything I want right now, and you would hear something completely different, wouldn't you? Oh yes, it was very lucky that storm came in and put out those fires before the whole city went down. Banana. Oh, but not in time to save the White House, the Capitol building, the Treasury building, and the Navy Yard. I like to dress up as a woman and prance through the streets chanting, "I'm a pretty, pretty girl!" You know this is live on television, and while I can't hear you, the audience can, right? And now for something marginally unlike what you have just witnessed. Hello and welcome back to the program. We're going to be welcoming our next guest here, who is to discuss a rather hot topic, the Battle of New Orleans. Everyone, please welcome our guest. So, the Battle of New Orleans, huh?
Yeah.
So, what was going on there?
Well, it was a battle fought at New Orleans. Why do I hear laughter? There's no one here.
Just ignore it. So, I hear the Battle of New Orleans was fought primarily in January of 1815.
Yeah, that's right.
But didn't the War of 1812, the Battle of New Orleans was fought for, end the year before?
Well, yeah.
So why is it that they would fight a battle for a war that was already over?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
I see. So we want a more complete record of your family's medical history, see if you're at risk of early onset Alzheimer's. Do you know of any family members who have died of Alzheimer's, or any who are currently suffering? It would be really great to know.
What does this have to do with the Battle of New Orleans?
I'm sorry?
The Battle of New Orleans? Can we get back to the Battle of New Orleans?
Oh, yes, of course. So, why did the British attack New Orleans in the first place?
Well, you see, it was a hub for sugar and cotton, and Brits really wanted to control that. It was also at the head of the Mississippi, which was a great way to transport goods and soldiers.
So what exactly happened to the Brits?
Well, they went in with 14,000 soldiers and lost to Andrew Jackson.
Diabetes?
What?
Do you know of any family members who have diabetes?
Just ask me about the Battle of New Orleans, okay? That's why I'm here.
Alright. So, how about Parkinson's?
Okay, that's it. I'm leaving.
And so our guest stormed out of the studio, never to be heard from again. Dun, dun, dun. Nah, just kidding, he went out for a walk.
So, out for a walk, huh? Got the fresh air out there, wind on your back, not a care in the world. You know who else went out for a walk, right? Huh? You know who else went out for a walk? Who? Laura Secord. Oh yeah, don't you know? June 22nd, 1813. She took a long walk. 32 kilometers, that's 20 miles if you speak American. That's right, don't you know? She heard news, the Brits were going to be attacking America, walked straight on through, straight to Canada, and told them what was what.
Listen, is there a point to this?
Well, yeah.
What?
You know what made it a lot easier?
What?
If she had bought the brand new Chevrolet Caprice Classic station wagon.
Hey, what's up guys? Tony Rex, back from the product.
But they didn't have cars back in the 1800s.
And now for something completely different.
what's up guys? Tony Rex back with another product.
Hey, what's up guys? Tony Rex back with another product.
Read!
Yeah, that's right guys, we're talking about the brand new Chevy Caprice Classic Station Wagon.
Read! That's right, it goes both ways. It's got reverse and forward.
Read!
Tubular!
Radical!
Like a stair stick.
Unfortunately, there were actually no cars in the 1800s, thus rendering this bit useless. We apologize for the inconvenience, and will be moving on.
The Battle of Plattsburgh, also known as the Battle of Lake Champlain, was a battle during the War of 1812 that resulted in an American victory on Lake Champlain that prevented the British invasion via the Hudson River Valley. A British army under Lieutenant General Sir George Prevost and a naval squadron under Captain George Downey converged on the lakeside town of Plattsburgh. The American defenders included 1,500 regulars and about 2,500 militia units, all under the command of Brigadier General Alexander Montcalm, and ships led by Master Commandant Thomas Macdonough. The outcome of the battle was determined on water when the British fleet was decisively defeated on the 11th of September in the year of 1814, where Captain George Downey died.
It's just like that one time Napoleon was defeated.
What?
It's just like that one time Napoleon was defeated at Waterloo.
No. No, it's not.
Well, the ground was wet at Waterloo.
Yeah, but it wasn't in the lake. That Napoleon decided to wait for the ground to dry, which gave the Duke of Wellington and his army time to organize an attack to defeat him.
Yeah, so it's the same thing.
No!
Well,
No!
Well, it happened in the 1800s.
Yeah, but Napoleon was beaten in 1815. The Battle of Lake Champlain happened in 1814. The only way it ties into the War of 1812 is that the British, now not so occupied with Napoleon, had much more manpower free to fight in America.
Yeah, the same thing.
Just get out! Get out! Leave!
What are you doing?
I just come from Battle of Queenston Heights. How about yourself?
Battle of Queenston Heights?
Yeah.
Isn't that like the defeat of Napoleon?
No. Why would you think that? It has nothing to do with Napoleon. Not a one thing, you fool.
Oh. Well, who's this guy?
Isaac Crofts the name. General's the occupation and British is the army.
And that is the you.
What?
They killed you.
I died.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that. He's in denial.
So what happened?
Well, the Americans tried taking some of Canada as their own, and Brits didn't like that idea at all. So they fought.
That's it.
Well, yeah, I suppose so. Don't let the sun distract you, though. It was a British victory.
Indeed it was.
You're still dead. Sorry.
Did you hear that? Hear what?
They must be in Ghent signing the treaty. The war is over.
This just in. Actors get ahead of themselves in low-budget school project believing the Treaty of Ghent segment is to be performed at the wrong portion of the video. But more on this story later. Now we're going to be telling you the story of how the British plan on winning the War of 1812 using slaves. That's right, they're freeing slaves in exchange for military service. And since this is a low-budget school project and we don't have any black actors at our disposal, we will instead be just discussing this. I mean, what's the alternative? Yeah, we're not doing that. But anyways, back to the war. The Americans may not be too happy about Britain's decision in hiring slaves. In fact, the Americans are downright pissed off. But the Brits don't really seem to be caring that the Americans are demanding their slaves be returned. And now to Jerry with the weather.
Hello there, we're looking at the forecast for the Fort Niagara region, looking at the month of December of 1814 here, where we have picked up forecasts of British troops sweeping in from the north. The Americans better watch out for this, could be a harsh one.
Yes, you heard me right. We are forecasting death, capture, and imprisonment for all you poor Americans. Be sure to wear a helmet.
And now for therapy.
With Fetus Metus.
Hello and welcome back to the program. Our guests today are America and Britain. Two nations that have been at war for some time now in this War of 1812. And today, in Ghent, on December 14th, 1814, we hope to put an end to this war. First, we'd like to go to America for their side of the story on how this conflict began. America, what are your feelings?
Well, they were taking down their ships on the Atlantic. All we were doing was trying to get some exports done.
You were supplying France.
So?
We're enemies with France.
So, we need money. We're a new nation. You don't got to go blowing up our ships.
Whoa, settle down. Be calm. Just chill. It's alright. It's fine. Everything is okay. It's okay. Mellow. Words.
Can we get on with this?
As you wish. Now, Britain, what are your feelings on this?
They were supplying our enemies. What were we supposed to do?
Do you understand?
And now an interruption on this bit by the Division of Humor. Upon reviewing this bit, we, the Division of Humor, have deemed it unfunny. Since this was brought to our attention, we have sent an officer of ours down to their studio. This officer has since told those involved in the bit the condition of their bit and what they must do in order to make it funny, even if they don't like it.
Hello and welcome back to the program. We're going to be picking up from where we left off. Now, America, you were the one who declared war first, and we've already explored why, but why attack Canada?
Well, because we couldn't attack Britain itself. It's all the way across the ocean, and we already know that we can't be safe on the ocean. And Canada seems like a nice place.
It is a really nice place. I don't blame you for wanting it.
Isn't it? God, I'm jealous, honestly.
And now an interruption on this bit by the Division of Humor. Upon reviewing this bit, we, the Division of Humor, have deemed it unfunny. Since this was brought to our attention, we have once more sent an officer of ours down to the studio to deal with the issue. They are not happy about this.
Hello and welcome back.
Can we just finish this?
Yeah, I'm gonna go home.
Fine, sign here. Alright, there it is. Treaty of Ghent signed and finished. We are out of here. War is over.
Division of Humor, yeah, you get it. Let's go. Due to the unfunniness of that ending, we have sent an officer to deal with the issue. But he seems to have rather mysteriously disappeared. Oh, so, that's what happened to him. Well, I guess that's the ending then. Yeah, that's about everything I need to say. Let's see, we covered everything, didn't we? Yeah, we did a little bit of Quincy Points, but Lake Champlain, some